Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny Fruit Markets apps. Inside today need to see this here the set API data inside here the dashboards. We need to set here and some fix inside here the API. We need to make mistake. We need to fix here explain details. And here's now need to scroll down and we need to find out here the admin dashboard API. We need to find here like here. We need to and we need to change this here the this query. We need to make mistake with not given this here the created dates. That's why I need to not getting here the data appropriate the results. We need to fix this here the this query. We need to create a dates between here the give this here the minus 30th day and current date between to get this here the data, as well as we need to check here and we need to set here the another changes we to needs years and we need to same need to replace with this years and to restart this year the service. Now we need to call first of all this is here the API and we need to declare this API inside here the globe files and we need to set this here the admin underscore dashboards. We need to declarations are the needs here and we need to any API calls we need to copy here's and we need to paste this here. Now we need to copy this here the service calls anyone's and we need to go inside here the admin dashboards and we need to put this here the paste this code and we need to import this here the this globe file, also this class of the service calls into imports and as well as we need to import this here the common extensions. Now we need to declare this here the some details variables we need to needs here. So now we need to declare here the map objects and we need to give this here the dash data dash object means dashboard object and we need to create here the blank like here's then another is the map and we need to get this here the customers array customer we have to write down here the list customer new customer array data new customer array set here, then after list order array for the dashboards. Like we need to declarations and we need to use this here. So now we need to go here the scroll downs and this API calls we need to write down here where not where dash object is equal to need to call this here paste this here and we need to set here the map optionals and brackets need to create like here. Then after we need to get here the customer array customer array new customer array is equal to we need to get here the where chart object is equal to need to call here the response object brackets inside need to write down here the chart as we need to declare here the maps and create like this brackets and we need to use this here and we need to declare this here the key customer informations we need to as a customer info need to get this here the as list like yours and same as need to create here the order array copy here and order info like here and we need to remove this here the this call blank also need to write down here the admin dashboards need to write here call and like this and we need to set here the declare this here the related to informations need to key name key like this declares and remove here the value key. Now we need to set here needed value we need to put orders means total orders need to give this here the orders revenue for give this here the revenue key active delivery for the active underscore delivery and new customers for the new customers like this need to set here the value of these columns we need to set years. Now we need to set this here the appropriate value. We need to configure years, and we need to hold one things and need to write down here the symbol. Set here blank, copy, paste years. No any symbol here. So need to use only symbol here. Use this list purpose. Like we need to configurations are the need here. Now first ones we need to configure this here the value as we need to configurations are the need here to string. We need to set here the key names. We need to configures. Need to cut here. Let this blank dollars. By default, we need to set this here the symbols. We need to configure for the this UI. We need to need this here. We need to pass this here the object dots. We need to write down see the symbol like here to string. Again, so we need to copy this line of codes and we need to paste this here. Now we need to call here value as a key to string, and now we need to declare this here dash object just like these brackets, and we need to paste here like these implementations are the needs for the value and names you need to show. Set like here and make sure in it times you need to call this here the API list need to calls, and we need to save this here. Now we need to get this here the null value. We need to fix this here and look like this here the showing like this data totals orders revenues and active delivery and customers look like this here the showing here first. Now these portions are the done here. Now we need to configurations are the graphs we need to set here. First of all we need to needs here some configurations for the graph we need to set here. Now we need to max x we need to remove, also max y also need to remove. Only give this here the minimum x and minimum y we need to set here. Like we need to configurations are the needs here and need to configurations here need to set here, and also need to remove this here the m value. Maybe we need to remove this here for this text. Maybe you need to set this here the value this text. Need to write down here the to string is good. Remove here for this text, and we need to apply here to string to integers. Integer to string we need to also convert here and show like this here the data need to represent here. Maybe make here the mistakes. Value to string to integer to string. Looks like this here the showing for the whole data. So like here, and to pasting this here the line of this code, we need to fix here, and we need to set here. Also, we need to configure this here or the setting here the value of codes. We need to set this here. This data or the input on here. We need to fix here. First of all, we need to set this here the decrease this width. We need to set here the parse line width, bar width. Here, save here, and one lines we need to also remove here. Only two needs we need to orders and new customers need to show here. That's why I need to set here remove one this line of codes and one lines need to remove here. Now we need to how to get this here the data. We need to write down here the one functions or the functions. We need to action to do action and we need to call this here the list fl spot and get orders array. That's order spot. Return like here the functions is good. Need to write down here the use this here the order area maps value and we need to get this here the object like here and also make sure I is equal to 0 order here is equal to like this is creates map. Need to write down here the return these functions set here -1 and need to call here the I operations I plus 1 like here call semicolons and need to call this here the function list equal spot like here set need to set here the I value to double and here's need to set here the checked array object and we need to pass this here the double to try catch and if not found then set so and we need to set this here the names of the orders like here's and to list the array flags we need to getting here the order spots go here and we need to replace with this here the order spot all these functions and we need to save and show like this here the order list. Now we need to create here the another row need to use here for the customer spots. Now we need to copy and need to paste this here and to get this here the customer spot like here and we need to set this here the value of this here and to change this here the customers new customer array and here need to set here the new customers like this sets here and we need to configurations for the customer spot copy here and we need to replace with this here this date get these functions and custom spots. Like we need to calling here the every data. Now we need to restart this app and we need to check here show like this here the maybe make here the mistake. So dashboard objects we need to get this here the chart object. Maybe here typo cha chart dot map dashboard object. Like here make mistake. Copy here, so we need to replace this here and move capitals, replace alls, need to save here, like here, and we need to restart this here. We need to make here the mistakes, we need to write down here the store strings, big mistakes. Also here, restart this here and show like this here the graph data we need to show here for this here the calling. And we need to create here the another things. We need to implement this here the need to configure this here the minus ones is good. Now we need to show here the number of the day of this month. We need to declare showing here. We need to write down here the show charts. Here we need to get any array of index of value. We need to get here declarations here the need here where gets here the date is equal to need to call this here the customer new customer array index of value need to give like this here the value to integers like here and that shows if index is equal to need to convert into the integers like here. To string and need to get here the date set here the name of the key to string and display dates display format. We need to set here the d like here we need to past and we need to return this here the need to write down here if conditions value to integers mode or maybe to return this here the const value of the directly here the Create this comment of this codes and we need to paste this here and show like this here, show like this data. Maybe need to blank if value to integer mode by 2 equal to 0 means here the showing like this data. Otherwise need to insert the most. This line of codes and show like here's for the dates. Maybe we need to increase this here to 3 at this showing here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.